Hi, welcome dear students. So already in last class, so we have been regarding about a basic concept of biology about cell. Yes, that's all. So in this class, I'm going to start directly with syllabus C. So this is your 8th standard science textbook, and I request the students who have not textbooks, please come to school, get admission and take the books, because today onwards I am starting with syllabus. See the contents for your 8th standard. So totally you have 18 lessons. How much? Totally 18 lessons are there. So without wasting time, I am going to start your first lesson, that is crop production and management. So crop production and management. Okay dear students, let's start. So this is your first chapter, crop production and management. So here in this lesson, you will go to learn about what exactly the crop means and how can we produce the crops and how can we manage them. Okay, see. So already in previous classes, you have learned about the food is very essential for us because it acts as a fuel for our body. The fuel is very essential to run all vehicles and machines. Similarly, the food, that is also very essential for us. As you know, food gives us energy to do activity, and it gives the immunity power to us to fight against diseases. And so this food helps in the repairing of worn cells, and it helps in the growth of our body. So everyone knows we have different variety of food. We are taking different variety. See, no one has same kind of food where no one taking the same kind of food in everyone's homes. Understand? See your friend's homes and ask him. So daily, what kind of food they took daily in the breakfast time, in lunch time, in a dinner time. Everyone's food habit is different. Not all take same kind of food. Yes, sir? Yes. And so we are using the different kinds of plant products, different kinds of plant products as a food. So let's come, and the main source of food are plant and animals. So animals are domesticated, and we obtain a food from that animals. We are eating flesh from of that animals, and we are getting a milk from animals. From that milk we get again ghee, buttermilk, and etc. etc. So these are animal sources, but we use them as a food. Okay, and so remember we are all not only human beings, other animals also. We are all depending upon plants for our food. We are all depending upon plants for our food, directly or indirectly. Directly or indirectly, we are all depending upon plants for our food. Yes, sir. So we are using plant products such as cereals, pulses, nuts, even spices. Yes, sir, as a part of a food. Hence, we have to grow these kinds of plants in a large scale in a field. Yes, sir, it's very essential. So let's come what exactly the crop means. Before going to that, I said we have to grow that kind of plants, edible plants. We are not eating whole plant, we are eating only part of that plant as a food. So that part we call it as a edible part. Edible part. Because some plants they stores their food in a stem pod and in a leaf pod and in a root pod and in a fruit pod. So we use them that parts as a food. So those are edible parts. Yes, sir. So if all animals depending upon a plants for their food, that leads to the growing of plants in a large scale in a field. So that method we call it as a what? Farming. The cultivation of a plants in a farms. The cultivation of a plants in a farm is called as a farming. Understand? See. So the growing of that plants in a fields. According to your textbook, they told that the branch of science that deals with growing plants and raising livestock. Livestock is nothing but, remember, animals. They are giving a livestock. See. So there is a branch is there in our science. The branch of science that deals with only growing plants and raising livestock. For what? For human use. For human use, that branch is called agriculture. That branch is called agriculture. So, see students, remember once again I repeat that the cultivation of plants in a farms. The cultivation of plants in farms is called what? Farming. This is the cultivation of plants. Cultivation of plants in a farms. The cultivation of plants in farms, that we call it as a farming. Understand? So next term is there agriculture. Agriculture. Understand? What is this agriculture? It is a branch of science. It is a branch of science that deals with especially about growing plants and raising a livestock. Growing plants and raising livestock. Livestock is nothing but animals, don't confuse about that. So we are using some domestic animals for our use, yes or no? So that we call this a livestock. See, so agriculture means it is a branch of science that deals with the growing plants and raising livestock. That we call it is for agriculture. It is also branch of science. Okay. We will learn more about these methods of agriculture in the next classes. Okay. Don't worry, I will explain. So try to know the differences between these two terms, farming and agriculture. Farming means cultivation of plants in the farms, that is a farming. Agriculture means branch of science that deals with growing plants and raising livestock, that we call it is agriculture. Clear or no? Okay. Let's directly come to your part, that is crop and seasons. Crop and seasons. See students, this is agriculture. Everyone knows we are Indians. Yes sir, we are Indians. And this agriculture is the backbone of our country. Agriculture is the backbone of our country. You know why? So, you know the population of our country, more than 131 crore is there. Yes or no? No. Okay. Try to find the exact number population of our country now. Okay. We say agriculture is the backbone of our country. You know why? Most people of our country, they depend upon this agriculture to lead their life. To lead their life. Most of people, 70% of this population depend upon agriculture to lead their life. Hence, we say agriculture is a backbone of our life. Remember this point. Okay. You know, agriculture is a backbone of our country. Okay. Because most of the people are depending upon agriculture to lead their life. Okay. Let's directly come to this concept, crop and crop seasons. Crop and crop seasons. See. And you know, India is the world's second biggest producer and consumer of grain. And India is the biggest, world's second largest producer and consumer of grains. See, we are using these grains as a part of our food. Remember this point. Second largest. First largest country, you know, so in China. In population also biggest, so largest country, China. Second largest country in population, same India. Similarly like that, in producing and consuming of that grains, first largest country is China, second largest country is same India. Okay, now this point. Let's come to the next concept, crop and crop seasons. Crop and crop seasons. Let's know crop. Bele. Kannadadalli gotta? Bele anta karitare. Bele alla bele. Okay. Crop. Do you know what exactly the crop means? What exactly the crop means? The same kind of plants cultivated in one place. The same kind of plants cultivated in one place on a large scale. On a large scale, that is called crop. See, the same kind of plants cultivated on a one place. On a one place in a large scale. It's called crop. Same kind of plants. Okay. Just imagine if you have 1 acre area, 1 acre field. Okay. If you have 1 acre field. Understand? If you grow jowar plant, okay, if you grow jowar plant on this whole area, same kind of plant is there. Understand? Same kind of jowar plant is there. Every 1 acre full jowar plant is there. Understand? In a large 1 acre full jowar plant you are sowing here. Understand? So this is what we call crop. Understand? See, the definition says that the same kind of plants cultivated on a same place, in a one place, in a large scale. See, the same kind of jowar plant are there in a one place. In a one place, we are cultivating same kind. That is a jowar plant in a same place, in a large scale. Understand? Hence, this jowar is called as a crop. Understand? So, remember, very easy to understand. Same kind of plants cultivated in a one place in a large scale, that we call this crop. Understand? So, I think you know, not only jowar, even wheat is there, groundnut is there, peanut is there, watermelon is there, etc. Dal is there, etc. etc. So, a lot of kinds of crops are there. We will discuss that kinds of crops in the next video. Okay. Before going to know that, first we have to understand the what term crop. Understand? The same kind of plants cultivated on one place in a large scale is called as a crop. I hope you understand that. Crop means okay. Don't worry. Come to the next next part, that is, see, if you have text in your with you, so open the second place and see that various crops and their produce. Understand? Produce means what? The product which is obtained from a crop. The product which is obtained from a crop, that is called produce. Okay. I will give one example. See, the same plant jowar is there. What do you use as a food from this jowar plant? Seed. What do you use? Seed. Seed is the produce of that jowar plant. Seed is the produce of that jowar plant. Understand? Take a wheat. We use also wheat seed as a food. So seed is also produce of that wheat plant. Understand? Take a watermelon. What is the part of that? Fruit part. Fruit is a produce of that watermelon plant. Yes or no? Like this. So the product we obtain from a plant. The product we obtain from a plant, that we call it as a produce. Yes or no? Clear it? Let's go. Some crops are there. I will give examples. See, I told already we are using cereals. Cereals means you know. Cereals. They are also called grain crops. They are also called grain crops. Which are those cereals? You know, you are using daily that kind of grains or you know what cereals in your daily life. Commonly are there ragi, jowar, wheat. Ragi, jowar, wheat, rice, barley, maize. So these are the commonly used what cereals or grain in our daily life. So these are what cereal crops. These are the cereal crops. And what they produce, what they give to our body. If you eat a ragi, jowar or wheat as a part of your food, what it provides to your body, you know that? No. So they provide a carbohydrates to your body. Even wheat, totally cereals, not only ragi, not only jowar. Jowars, what? Ragi, rice, then what? Oats, maize, all these are produces carbohydrates to your body. Then oil crops are there. So these crops are divided like this. What they produce and what they give us to our body like this. On this base, they are classified as cereal crops, pulses crops, pulses crops, oil crops, then sugar crops, then beverage crops. Beverages means nothing but drinks. Paniyagalanta karitare. Tea, coffee. So these are examples for beverages crops. Then sugar crops. Sugar cane is there. Sugar cane. It also gives us a carbohydrate and sugar. And beverages gives beverages. And like oil crops are there. oil crops. Which are those? Mustard is there, then sunflower is there, groundnut is there. Okay, like this. So these are classified like this generally. Cereal crops, pulses crops, oil crops, sugar crops, beverages crops, like this. Understand? But actually classification is like that, depend upon their seasons. Depend upon the seasons, crops are classified. Understand? We will discuss about that main classification of crops in the next class. I hope you understand this concept. What I told: farming, agriculture, crop, and just only crop. Okay. So now this we will discuss the main types of crops depend upon their season. Two types are there: kharif crops and then rabi crops. We will discuss that kind of crops in the next class. Okay, students. Thank you for watching this class. Okay, bye. We will meet in the next class.